Morning, student. Welcome back in this class. I hope you are healthy and safe at your home. This is the class 9 subject social science, and today we are going to discuss chapter number 2. Topic name is physical features of India. This is the lecture 6 summary lecture, and today in this lecture we will recapitulate all important landform of India. So student, let's start, and today going to discuss some topic. In our country there are 6 major physical division. Just like first, the Himalaya mountain means the northern border of India is covered by Himalaya mountain. After that, the northern plain area and the Himalaya mountain and the northern plain area are the most recent landform. And the peninsula, after that we will discuss about peninsula part. Center part of the India is covered by the peninsula plateau, and peninsula plateau is the oldest landmass on the earth, and it was a part of the Gondwana land. And western part covered by Indian desert, and the next is the coastal plain area. Coastal plain area divided into two parts: western coastal plain and eastern coastal plain. And after that we will discuss the island. A land covered by four sides of water, it is called island. And in our country we have two islands: Lakshadweep island and Andaman and Nicobar. So student, let's start, and after that we will solve some question. That question I have assigned in previous lecture. So the firstly, we will discuss about map work. The northern border of India is covered by the Himalaya mountain, and the width of the Himalaya mountain in Jammu Kashmir, it is 400 kilometer, and in Himachal Pradesh 150 kilometer. And the Himalaya consists of three ranges: Himadri, Himachal, and Shivalik. Northern means the upper part of the Jammu Kashmir, it is covered by Himadri, and the mid part and lesser Himalaya, it is called Himachal, and the outer and the southern part of Himalaya, it is called Shivalik. And after that, on the basis of the river, Himalaya also divided into into four sections. Those area covered by Indus and Satluj river. Indus and Satluj and its tributary, just like Indus, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Satluj. It is called Punjab. It is called Punjab mountain. Okay, Punjab mountain and Punjab Himalaya. And after that, Satluj river to Kali river. Kali river originates in Uttarakhand. So from Himachal Pradesh to Uttarakhand, it is called Kumaon Himalaya. And after that, Kali river to Tista river, and Tista river originates in Sikkim. So those areas lying near the Kali river to Tista river, it is called Nepal Himalaya. And those areas lying near to Tista to Dihang. Dihang river originates in Arunachal Pradesh, and so it is called Assam Himalaya. So we can say that on the basis of the river, it consists of four sections. And after that, northern plain formed by many Himalayan river, because when many river are coming from the Himalaya, just like Ganga, Indus, and Brahmaputra, they formed northern plain area because they carry forward some sand and silt, and when sand and silt accumulated on one place, they formed a plain area, and it is called northern plain area, and it is very fertile area. So below the Shivalik range and mid part, it is called northern plain area, and it includes Punjab, Haryana, UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal. This is the northern plain area and very fertile. And after that, western part, near the western part of the Aravalli range, and Aravalli range located in Rajasthan, and Aravalli range, the western part of the Aravalli range, it is called Great Indian Desert, and the Thar Desert is the largest desert in our country, and they receive very less rainfall, less than 150 millimeter, and this area is very arid and very dry area. And after that we will discuss about the peninsula plateau, and mid part and the southern part is covered by peninsula plateau, and the plateau is the oldest landmass on the earth. It was the part of the Gondwana land. And after that, divided in two sections: Central Highland and Deccan Plateau. North of the Narmada river means north of from Madhya Pradesh to Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh. Okay, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, it is called Central Highland, and it includes Mala Plateau and Chota Nagpur Plateau, and the southern part of Narmada river, it is called Deccan Plateau. And after that, Deccan Plateau divided into two section, Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. Western Ghat, here Western Ghat located in near the Arabian Sea, and Eastern Ghat located in the near the Bay of Bengal. And after that, the highest peak of Western Ghat is Anaimudi. Here is Anaimudi, and Anaimudi located in Kerala, and its height is 2695 meter. And the highest peak of Eastern Ghat, it is called Mahendragiri, and it is located in Odisha, and height is 1501 meter. And after that, coastal plain area, they lie in the near the Arabian Sea. Those area lying between the Western Ghat and Arabian Sea, it is called western coastal plain. And those area lying between Eastern Ghat and Bay of Bengal, it is called eastern coastal plain. And after that, western coastal plain, they divide into three sections: Konkan, Kannada and Malabar coast, and eastern coastal plain, they divide in two sections: Northern Sirkar and Coromandel coast. And after that, in our country, we have two islands: Lakshadweep Island and Andaman Nicobar. Lakshadweep Island located in Arabian Sea, and Andaman and Nicobar Island located in Bay of Bengal. So, firstly, we will discuss about the Himalaya mountain. First feature is the Himalaya mountain, and you know the Himalaya mountain geologically young and fold mountain, because Himalaya mountain and northern plain area are most recently landform area, and Himalaya mountain, they formed by convergent boundary. Convergent boundary means when two plates come together and they formed mountain. So we can say that Himalaya mountain geologically young and fold mountain. And second, Himalaya mountains stretch over the northern border of India, means the northern part of the country covered by the Himalaya mountain. And the Himalaya mountain ranges run in the west to east direction, started from the Jammu Kashmir and ended in Arunachal Pradesh. So we can say that it ranges from the Indus to the Brahmaputra river. This is the map of India, physical map of India. And you know, northern border, mean the shaded border of northern part of the country is covered by Himalaya mountain. And Himalaya have three ranges. Northern ranges, it is called Himadri, and the middle and the lesser Himalaya, it is called Himachal, and the outer range, it is called Shivalik. So we can say that Himalaya have three ranges. And those area, and on the basis of the river, Himalaya divided into four regions, just like Indus, and those area covered by Indus to Satluj river, just like Indus, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi and Satu, it is called Punjab Himalaya. It is called Punjab Himalaya. After that, Satluj to Kali river. Kali river originate from the Uttarakhand. So in this area, Satluj to Kali river, it is called Kumaon Himalaya, and Kali river to Tista river, and Tista river originate from Sikkim. So those area, it is called Nepal plain area. And after that, this area Nepal Tista to Dihang, it is called. And next is ranges of the Himalaya. Himalaya have three ranges: Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik. So Himadri, the northern border of Himalaya, it is called Great Himalaya, it is called Inner Himalaya and Himadri, and the height of Himadri is 6,000 meter. 6,000 meter, and the Himadri part formed by igneous rock, and in this area covered by granite. So we can say that Himadri is covered by glacier and snow throughout the year, and this area is composed of granite. And after that, the Himachal means the range lying to the south of Himadri, it is called Himachal, and the height of the Himachal is 3,700 meter to 4,500 meter, and many prominent valleys also found in this area, just like Pir Panjal, and other valleys just like Kullu, Kangra and Kashmir found in this range. And this range is formed by metamorphic rock, and Shivalik range. Shivalik, it is called outermost Himalaya, and the Shivalik range is composed of sedimentary rock, and the height is 900 meter to 1100 meter, and its width is 10 to 50 kilometer. So there are three ranges of Himalaya. And the next is regional division of Himalaya, means the Himalayas are also divided on the basis of region from west to east, and this division is done by rivers the Indus, Satluj, Kali, Tista and Dihang rivers. And on the basis of the river, Himalaya divided into four division, just like Punjab Himalayas, Kumaon Himalayas, Nepal Himalayas and Assam Himalayas, means those area covered by Indus to Satluj river. Indus to Satluj means Indus and its tributaries, just like it includes Indus river, Satluj, Ravi, Vyas and Jhelum. So this area, it is called Punjab Himalaya. After that, Kumaon Himalaya covered by Satluj and Kali river. Satluj river originate in Himachal Pradesh and Kali river originate from Uttarakhand. So this area is called Kumaon Himalaya. After that, Kali river to Tista river. Tista river originate in Sikkim. So from Uttarakhand to Sikkim, it is called Nepal Himalaya. And after that, Assam Himalaya. Tista, Assam Himalaya, it includes Tista and Dihang. Dihang river originate in Assam, so we can say that those area covered by Tista and Dihang, it is called Assam Himalaya. So we can say that Himalaya mountain cover the northern border of India, and it has three ranges: Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik. And after that, there are four divisions on the basis of river. And the next is, and this part, upper part of the country is covered by Himalaya mountain. And after that, northern plain also formed. Northern plain formed by many river, because many river coming from the Himalaya, just like Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra, and this area covered by northern plain area. And northern plain area, their distance of northern plain is 7 lakh square kilometer, and length is 2400 kilometer, and this northern plain area is very fertile for agriculture. So next topic is, and the next feature is northern plain area. After Himalaya, northern plain area are formed by many Himalaya river, and these plain have been formed of alluvial soil. Northern plain area have been formed by alluvial soil, and this alluvial soil carry forward by many river, because many river coming from the Himalaya, and they carry forward some sand and silt, and when sand and silt accumulated in one place, they formed a northern plain area. So northern plain area formed by three river system in Ganga, Indus and Brahmaputra river, and they formed largest delta in the world. And the northern plain area covers 7 lakh square kilometer area, and its length is 2400 meter, and its width is 240 to 320 kilometer. And the next is classification of northern plain on the basis of a river. On the basis of the river, northern plain also divided into three sections: Punjab plain, Ganga plain and Brahmaputra plain. Punjab plain, it is formed by the river Indus and tributaries, means those area formed by Indus and tributaries. Indus and tributaries means Indus, Ravi, Vyas, Jhelum and Satluj. So all these rivers, they formed Punjab plain. And after the Ganga plain area, they extend from between Ghagar and Tista river. Ghagar, it originates in Himachal Pradesh, and Tista river Sikkim. So between Himachal Pradesh to Sikkim, this area, it is called Ganga plain area, and it includes Punjab, Haryana, UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal. And after that, Brahmaputra plain area, and Brahmaputra plain area, it covered the area of Assam and Arunachal Pradesh, because this river originated in China Tibet, and after that enter into Assam and Burma and Arunachal Pradesh. So we can say that Brahmaputra plain area are formed by Brahmaputra plain area formed by Brahmaputra river, and it is mostly found in the area of Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. So we can say the northern plain area divided into three sections: Punjab plain, Ganga plain and Brahmaputra plain area. And the next topic is the coastal plain area. Coastal means those area lying near the sea area. And the peninsula plateau stretch of narrow coastal strip which run along the Bay of Bengal in the east and Arabian Sea in the west. Means the coastal plain area they near the peninsula plateau, and they run along the Bay of Bengal in the east. It is called eastern coastal plain, and they lie near the Arabian Sea. It is called western coastal plain. The coastal plain area means coastal plain area, those area lying near the sea area, and it lie near the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. So coastal plain area divided into two sections: western coastal plain and eastern coastal plain. Western coastal plain they lying between the Western Ghat and Arabian Sea. Eastern coastal plain they lying between the Eastern Ghat and Bay of Bengal. Western coastal plain is a narrow plain area because there is a less gap between Arabian Sea and Western Ghat, and Eastern coastal plain are much wide because there is a much gap between Eastern Ghat and Bay of Bengal. And after that, Western coastal plain they divided into three sections: northern, central, and southern. So northern part it is called Konkan, central part is called Kannad, and the central part it is called Malabar coast. And eastern coastal plain they divide in two sections: northern and southern. Northern part it is called Northern Sirkar, and it started from Odisha to Andhra Pradesh, and the southern part it is called Coromandel coast. First is Western Coastal Plain area, and Western Coastal Plain area it lies between the Western Ghat and the Arabian Sea. Those area lying between Western Ghat and Arabian Sea, it is called Western Coastal Plain, and this is a very narrow plain area because there is a less gap between Western Ghat and Arabian Sea, so it is called a narrow plain area, and it is stretched from Gujarat to Kerala, and its average width is 50 to 80 kilometer. And this plain is drained by less river like Narmada and Tapi river. On this coastal plain, only two river they drain into Arabian Sea, Narmada and Tapi, and all other river just like Godavari, Krishna, and Kavi, they drain into Bay of Bengal. And after Western coastal plain, they divide into three sections. Okay, and those area lie near the Mumbai to Goa. Means Mumbai to Goa area it is called Konkan, and it is also called northern stretch of Western coastal plain. And the mid part means the central stretch of Western coastal plain it is called Kannad, and it is located in Karnataka, and Kannad is the language of Karnataka. And after that, Malabar coast, southern part of the Western coastal plain it is called Malabar coast. So we can say that there are three sections of Western coastal plain. After that, eastern coastal plain they lie. The plain is located between the Eastern Ghat and the coast of Bay of Bengal because it lie in the eastern part of the country, and it lie in between Eastern Ghat and the coast of Bay of Bengal, and it is a wide and level plain, and with average width of 80 to 100 kilometer because there is a much gap between Eastern Ghat and Bay of Bengal, and their average width is 80 to 100 kilometers. So we can say that it is wide than a Western coastal plain. That Eastern coastal plain consists of two sections: northern section and southern section. Northern section it is called Northern Sirkar, and the southern part it is called Coromandel coast. And all major peninsular rivers form a delta by making the land fertile, such as Godavari, Krishna, and Kaveri. All these rivers are originate in a peninsula plateau, and they flow from west to east, and they drain into Bay of Bengal. So they formed a delta on the bank of the river. So they formed a fertile land in eastern coastal plain. So we can say that eastern coastal plain they are divided into two sections: northern Sirkar and Coromandel coast, and it is very fertile area due to many river drain into Bay of Bengal. So these are the feature of coastal plain area. We discuss about the features of the peninsula plateau. It is a tableland and composed of the old crystalline, igneous and metamorphic rocks. and formed peninsula plateau formed due to the breaking and drifting of the Gondwana land. So we can say that it is the oldest landform, and peninsula plateau is a tableland structure and formed by igneous and metamorphic rock. And the next feature is the peninsula plateau is made up of black soil because this area is formed by igneous and metamorphic rock, and they formed black soil because this area is famous for volcanic origin, and when volcanic they cool down and they convert to igneous and metamorphic rock. So this area is made up of black soil, and the plateau has broad as shallow valley and rounded hills. Mean this area covered by wide and not a deep valley, and rounded hills are found in this area. After that, peninsula plateau they divided into two sections: central highland and Deccan plateau. Central highland means the northern part of the Narmada river, it is called central highland, and the southern part of the Narmada river, it is called Deccan plateau. Central highland. And north of the Narmada river means this part, and in this part it has three ranges just like Vindhya range, Satpura range, and Aravali range. And here is Mala plateau also founded in this area, and Chota Nago plateau, it is the eastern extension of central highland, and south of the Narmada river it is called Deccan plateau. Okay, and after the Deccan plateau also divided into two sections, Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. So we discuss about the Central Highland. Central Highland, it lying to the north of the Narmada river, and Malwa plateau makes up the Central Highland. Means in the Central Highland, the Malwa plateau found, and this area, Central Highland area covered by Vindhya at north, Satpura at south, and Aravali on the northwest. Means in Rajasthan, Aravali range is found in. So all this area it is called Central. And the next is Deccan Plateau. Deccan Plateau triangular landmass lying south of the Narmada river. It is called Deccan Plateau. And the second is Deccan Plateau border. Satpura found in northern border. Deccan Plateau covered by Satpura range in northern side, and some eastern border just like Mahadev, Kaimur, Mekal range also found in eastern border. And after that, the Deccan Plateau is higher in the west and slope gently eastward. Means the height in the western part is high and it is sloped gently to the eastern part of the country. And extension of this plateau in also found in some part of the Central Highland, it found in northeast, and in local language Central Highland it is called Meghalaya plateau, and it is some just like Karbi Anglong plateau and North Kachar hills also found in this area, and some hills also found just like Garo, Khasi, and Jaintia. And after that, the division of Deccan Plateau, Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. Western Ghat lie in the western part of the country, and Eastern they found in eastern part of the country. Height of Western Ghat it is 900 meter to 1600 meter, and the highest peak of Western Ghat it is Anaimudi 2695 meter, and is located in Kerala. And Eastern Ghat located in near the eastern part of the country near the Bay of Bengal, and the highest peak of Eastern Ghat is Mahendragiri and height is 1501 meter, and the height of Eastern Ghat is peak is only 600 meters. So we can say that there are two divisions of Deccan Plateau, Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. So these are the features of Peninsula Plateau. Is the Indian desert. And Indian desert it lie toward the western margin of Aravali Hills, means it located in the western part of the country, especially is found in western margin of Aravali Hills. And Indian desert they found undulating sandy plain, they covered by sandy plains and covered by sand dunes. And Indian desert area they receive very low rainfall below 150 millimeter. So due to less rainfall this area is very arid and very dry area. So due to less availability of water the vegetation is very poor. And in the desert area stream appear only rivers, they can appear only rainy season because they do not have enough water to reach in any sea and any ocean. And the large river only flow in Rajasthan, it is Luni river. And there are some barkans also found in Rajasthan because many sand dunes are found in Rajasthan, and they are barkans mean they are Christian shaped sand dunes, and they especially they are mostly found in Rajasthan. They mostly found in Indo-Pakistan border near the Jaisalmer. So we can say that there are the Indian desert, and it is also called Thar desert, and due to less availability area is very dry and arid, and due to less availability water, vegetation is very poor, and only river flow in this area, only Luni river. And we will discuss about the island. And in our country we have two types of island, Lakshadweep and Andaman and Nicobar. Lakshadweep island located in Arabian Sea, and Andaman and Nicobar located in Bay of Bengal. So first island is Andaman and Nicobar, and they are elongated chain of island located in the Bay of Bengal. Means it is a long chain of island located in the Bay of Bengal, and they extended from the north to south direction. And Andaman and Nicobar, they are bigger in size than Lakshadweep Island, and they are numerous in number, and they are scattered in a north to south area. And after that, Andaman and Nicobar are divided into two sections. Andaman and Nicobar, northern part it is called Andaman, and the southern part it is called Nicobar. And after that, this area is covered by thick forest because due to equatorial climate. So Andaman Nicobar, they are big in size. The next is Lakshadweep Island. Lakshadweep Island group lying close to the Malabar coast is located near the Malabar coast of Kerala, and the Lakshadweep Island are composed of small coral island, and it covers a small area of 32 square kilometer. And Kavaratti is the capital of Lakshadweep Island. It is used, and Kavaratti Island it is also used for administration work. So and it is the smallest union territory in our country. So there are the features of the island. Student, today your homework solution question number first. Which is the only river of Indian desert of Rajasthan? Answer is Luni River. Question number second. What are the local names of the western coastal plain? And answer is the northern part of the coast is called the Konkan, Mumbai to Goa, and the central stretch is called the Kannada Plain and Karnataka, while the southern stretch is referred as the Malabar Coast. So there are the local names of western coastal plain. And question number third, differentiate between western coastal plain and eastern coastal plain. And answer is western coastal plain. First pointed, it lies between the Western Ghat and the Arabian Sea. Second, it is a narrow plain consisting of three sections. The northern part of the coast is called the Konkan, Mumbai to Goa, and the center stretch is called the Kannada Plain, Karnataka, and while the southern stretch is referred as the Malabar coast in Kerala. And this plain is drained by less rivers like Narmada and Tapi. And next is eastern coastal plain, and the plain is located between the Eastern Ghat and the coast of Bay of Bengal. And second is it is wide and leveled plain with average width of 80 to 100 kilometer. It consists of two sections, just like northern circle, northern part, and the Coromandel coast, it is the southern part. And all major peninsula rivers form a delta by making the land fertile, such as Godavari, Krishna, and the Kaveri. So these are the feature of eastern coastal plain. And the next is question. Next question, question fourth. Name the administration headquarter of Lakshadweep. And answer is Kavatti Island. And question number fifth. Describe the four features of the Indian desert. And answer is Indian desert. First is the Indian desert lies towards the western margin of the Aravalli Hills. Second, it is an undulating sandy plains and covered with sand dunes. Second, third point, this region receive very low rainfall below 150 millimeter per year. Fourth point, it has arid climate with low vegetation cover. Fifth point, Luni is the only large river in this region, and the Indian desert is known as the Thar desert. So all the features of Indian desert. So student, all question you have to done in your fair notebook. And student, homework. Firstly, today you have to revise complete chapter, and after that you have to find out exercise question. Question number first, choose the right answer from the given option. And question number first, a landmass bounded by sea on three sides is referred to as coast, peninsula, island, none of the above. Second, mountain ranges in the eastern part of India forming its boundary with Myanmar are collectively called Himachal, Purvachal, Uttarakhand, none of the above. And third is the western coastal plain strip south of Goa is referred to as Coromandel, Kannad, Konkan and Northern Circle. Fourth, the highest peak in the Eastern Ghat. And option is Anaimudi, Mahendragiri, Kanchenjunga, Khasi. And the question number second, answer the question in briefly. First question, what is the Bhavar? Question second, name the three major divisions of the Himalayas from north to south. Third, which plateau lies between the Aravalli and the Vindhya ranges? Name the island group of India having coral origin. And question third, distinction between Bhangar and Khadar, Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. Question number fourth, which are the major physiographic division of India? Contrast between the relief of the Himalaya region with that of Peninsula Plateau. And question number fifth, give an account of the northern plain of India. And write short note on the following. First, the Indian desert. Second, the Central Highland. And third is the island group of India. All question you have to write in your fair notebook. Keep learning and thank you.